Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think anybody needs me to say this at this point because it's just common knowledge, but we can always rely on the crazies that reside on TikTok to provide some of the most, let's say, interesting content. I tell you now, that app has done more damage to society than it's done good, and we see that in our day-to-day lives, right? Because everybody's just scrolling on it going, zombies. Right? And I think that was a pretty good impression if I do say so myself. But in this episode today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about one of the crazy TikTokers on that app because it's hard not to talk about them. They post some of the most insane, backwards, ridiculous, bizarre content you will ever see, and that is Lilly Tino. Now, for anybody who doesn't know who this trans TikToker is, I really do envy you at this point, but essentially they are known for going into public places such as restaurants and filming themselves getting misgendered, so they then can get angry at the staff and it goes viral on TikTok because that's just the world we live in. How wonderful. This is social media. It's a great place, right? And the world is just so desperate for it to exist. Anyway, that's not the only thing we've seen this trans TikToker do that has caused controversy, because from time to time, and it's more times than anybody actually wants, but every so often, they decide to push the boat out even further. And it just further proves two things. Number one, intelligence is going down and down and down. It's getting very concerning. And number two, this woke agenda, the LGBTQ stuff, has gone way too far. For example, they filmed themselves at Disneyland not so long ago talking about their genitals using some sweets or something, and obviously when they were talking about this, children were around.
Get banned from Disney. I swear, we're about to get banned from Disney. Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I noticed some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand. That's bad.
And with that, I'm not going to say anything apart from it's absolutely disgusting. If I say anything else, this video is going to get taken down. I mean, this video is already going to get suppressed. So if you guys could, just to help with the censorship, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really does help out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. But I mention all of that stuff, all the stuff about Disney, because Lilly Tino, once again, has decided to go to Disneyland. Full-grown men going to Disneyland. It's not odd at all, is it? Nah. But they've decided to go, and yeah, the content they have filmed, I don't even know what to say. Firstly, they filmed themselves dressed up as somebody who very clearly needs help, bragging about not getting banned from Disney. Take a watch.
So last year I made a video that a lot of people got upset by, where I talked about some things in Disneyland. A lot of y'all thought that video would get me banned from Disney, so let's see if that's true. I'm at the Disney World entrance about to try and get in, so let's see if that video really did get me banned. I paid for a hotel and the tickets, so it would be really unfortunate if that happened at this point. It's not a very long line to get in. Sweat on the brow. That's how I'm nervous. It's exciting. I love Disney World. Okay, so I just beep it here.
Yeah.
Put the finger there. Oh, further in. I'm allowed in? I'm not banned from Disney.
No, you're not.
Wow. Huge news. Thank you. Y'all. I'm back. I'm back, baby. You can't keep me out of Disney. Marshmallow wands. Cake pops. Let's go.
I just want to reiterate the point. This is a full-grown man, and this is what a full-grown man in their spare time gets up to. Now, you know, people are free to do what they want to do, but does anybody else find it strange that somebody dresses up like this and goes to Disneyland? Maybe I'm alone in saying that. Maybe I don't get the Disney culture. I'm glad I don't. But it certainly seems off. But after Lilly Tino filmed himself bragging about not getting banned from Disneyland, after he filmed himself talking about his genitals using sweets, or again, whatever they were, whilst kids were around, the meltdown came about because they were in a restaurant or whatever, and they got misgendered. I know, in good old Lilly Tino fashion, we have a video of himself not being too happy about somebody misgendering him. I know you guys are probably on the edge of your seats to see this, so sit back, relax, and watch Delusion.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand.
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom with the ginger chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Thank you. Just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. I'm not going to enjoy this bread as much because my guard is up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check if that's
Yes,
okay.
ma'am, yeah.
I think that's the training. We're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. It's like a pretty big thing that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with bread. I just don't want it anymore. Just because they apologize doesn't mean she doesn't feel sad or offended. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, if you've accidentally ever hurt someone and say, I'm so sorry, it was an accident, do you expect them to be like, oh, it was an accident? Of course, no problem whatsoever. All of that hurt is now undone. That's not how it works.
Sorry about what happened.
It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink, please.
No, the drink is on me too, so
You don't. Are you sure?
you're good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Sorry
very
about
much.
that.
I appreciate it.
You aren't able to eat the bread, and you don't feel safe because somebody didn't use the right pronoun. Somebody called you sir, and now your safety has gone out the window. You know, this is how people operate in society, ladies and gentlemen. They play the victim so much to a whole nother level that words actually scare them. And not only all of that stuff, but because Lilly Tino decided to cause a scene, I mean, let's be honest here, he could have carried on with his day like nothing happened. Then again, that's a normal world and that's a forgotten place at this point. But because he decided to cause a scene, he caused an unnecessary situation for the staff. They do not need a trans TikToker going into their restaurant causing all of this nonsense just because the staff member used the wrong pronoun. Because hey look, you cannot force people to call you something based on your identity. That's not how the world works. I know you live in this land of fairy tales and fantasy, but people do not have to forcefully comply with your worldview. And it seems like these people just don't seem to understand that. And if you needed any more proof that Lilly Tino doesn't operate that way, I mean, you don't, but he uploaded a video a few days ago talking about misgendering, and he says you must accommodate trans people because if you don't use the right pronoun, for him anyway, you're going to cause a confrontation. I'm tired, ladies and gentlemen, of this crap. Let's take a watch.
I know there are people out there who are hell-bent on never ever being accommodating to trans people. Like, I will never call you by those pronouns. You will never have my respect or whatever it is. And like, is that really worth it to you? Putting all of that effort to be nasty? Because if we meet and you call me by the wrong pronouns, it's gonna be a confrontation. And I don't think you want that. I think you just want to go about your day. I want to go about my day. I don't want to have to be upset about getting misgendered, and I know you don't want to purposefully upset people. And if you do want to purposefully upset people, then you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself why. Why am I like this? Why do I want to make people's lives harder? Why don't I want to lift up my fellow human? Like, who raised y'all? Who made you so hateful and upset? God forbid you have children and raise them to want to make people miserable, especially if it's something as simple as not using a couple of words. And to be clear, we're not saying that you can never use the words sir or ma'am. We're just asking that you don't use those words until you know which one we prefer. That's it. And if someone asks me to call them a certain set of pronouns, I'm just going to call them that. Even if it seemed a little weird to me, which to be clear, it doesn't. But even if it did, whatever, just do it. Who cares?
Oh no, I've just realised something. I'm such a terrible person because I refuse to call somebody something that goes against the truth. Sorry guys, I must go stare in the mirror and think about how mean and hateful I really am. I don't care. Really, I don't. And it doesn't bother me who it is, whether it's Lilly Tino, Dylan Mulvaney, Blair White. You are not going to get me to use the right pronouns for somebody who identifies as something else, because that would go against what I preach not only in my day-to-day life, but to you guys as well. I always say, stand up for truth, reality, common sense, and to play along with somebody's delusion goes against those things. But again, you know, Lilly Tino insists that you must do this, otherwise it's going to cause confrontation. Doesn't seem aggressive at all. No. Lord. Is this how much people like Lilly Tino are offended by words? Yeah, and these are the people who for so long were in charge of the direction of culture within society. These are the sort of people that want to tell others how to think, act, and talk. Yeah, well, not anymore. People are tired of it, and you are not going to get people to forcefully comply again with your own delusion. What are your thoughts on Lilly Tino getting misgendered at Disneyland? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. But until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.